previously on All My Children.
What are you doing?
I'm taking you away from all this.
No! No!
Time to blow this popsicle stand.
No!
We can make everything up, Ryan. If you'll only come back to me and stay.
If you gotta get out until this custody thing is settled with Max, I understand.
I love you too much to ever leave you.
Thank you for being so patient and understanding with all this.
Don't thank me yet. Let's wait and see whether or not she spontaneously combusts before you thank me.
Stella told me you wanted to see me.
Max is asleep?
He's so cute. When I read to him now, he can actually read a few words by himself.
Yeah. I can't get over how smart he is. Listen, there's a lot of stuff happening, and we want you to be aware of it as it happens. And I think communicating is the most important thing, right?
Yes, of course.
And of course, Max's welfare is what's uppermost in our minds, right? And all right, let me just say this. No matter what happens next week with the custody hearing, we want you to know that Haley and I will be moving out of Wildwind.
I need to give the patient his nightly medication. I also need to run some complicated tests, which would require some privacy.
Jillian.
Yes, Jillian's here, and I'm not gonna leave you. I love you, Ryan.
I love you, Jillian.
Why not? Why not?
Kind of quiet around here for a change, isn't it?
Dixie's gone.
What?
Yeah, Tad swooped in like a Visigoth and carried her out over his shoulder.
Go good. Good. I'm glad.
I'm glad you're glad. I'm glad. I'm so glad.
How's Junior?
Brooke has him. Dixie's decided that I can't be trusted with our son, which is nothing new, of course. So, but now she has a whole new excuse.
What excuse?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the facts of Dixie's life.
I already know that Dixie is ill. I saw the videotape. I know everything.
She was looking everywhere for that videotape. How the hell did you
It
find it?
doesn't really matter now. I saw it, and Tad saw it.
Well, I suppose you're here to tell me what a selfish, unfeeling ogre I am?
Actually, no, that's not what I came by. But I'd be happy to oblige.
Oh, sugar, look, this is a nice room.
Where would you like the suitcase?
Oh, I'll take that. Thank you very much.
Room service is open 24 hours, as is our rooftop health club with heated swimming pool. Here's the key to the minibar.
A mini bar.
Would you like me to turn down the thermostat?
I don't care. I'm not staying.
Oh, you're gonna have to forgive her. She's suffering from first night jitters. You see, back in '83, Boo Bear and I promised each other we were gonna save it for the honeymoon.
Don't believe a word he says.
Oh, what, you're gonna stand there and state before God in this bellhop that you didn't save it?
Are you out of your mind?
I'm shocked. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to give us some time alone.
That is not funny.
I guess not. You're not laughing.
I am not laughing. You shoved me into the back of a limo, you put the partition up between the seats, and you didn't talk to me all the way to New York. That was really stupid and terrible. The Shanghai me was twisted. Okay, I guess it helped me get my mind off of Junior, and I do like limos. Oh, saving ourselves for the honeymoon. But I think you went a little too far, bringing me to the hotel room, okay? So let's go.
The reason
let's
I
go,
brought
let's
you
go.
back to this hotel was because this is one of the few places we ever told each other the truth. As in the whole truth and nothing but. And that is exactly what we're gonna do right now.
Ted, what happened in this hotel was very important, okay? I don't want to turn it into a game.
I don't either. What happened in this hotel was we were honest with each other. I was proud of that. Could have been a real beginning. But lately, we haven't had too much honesty between us, now have we?
Look, the deal was, if either one of us didn't show up on the rooftop, we would go our separate ways, okay? No questions asked. Your problem is you just can't stand that it's over. You can't accept it.
You're right. I don't. I can't.
Well, that makes you a sore loser, doesn't it?
The worst kind. Because I'm not about to lose you.
Don't be like this.
I say we start over again. I say we do the whole night in a hotel room all over again and see where that goes.
No, I'm not gonna do that, okay? It's decided. I am going back to Pigeon Hollow with Junior.
You can do whatever you want just as soon as we're through here.
No, we are through here. Don't you get it? Okay? First thing in the morning, I'm gonna go back to Pine Valley. There's a train. I'm gonna be on it.
Fine. First thing in the morning. Right now, how about a dance?
What? No, absolutely not.
Come on, sugar. Night and day in terry cloth. You know how it goes. We look so good in this the first time. I'd really love to see it in now.
Dad, look, you are one of those people who just don't take no for an answer. It's very frustrating. Sometimes it's very attractive and charming, but sometimes it's very annoying.
Right now, it's very attractive.
What do you have to do with Dixie being sick? You didn't create her heart condition all those years ago. You couldn't do it now.
I saw the videotape too. I told Junior that his mother might die.
And that's why you ran away.
Yeah.
What possessed you to do that?
Because he came to me, he was very concerned about his mother. I thought maybe he deserved to hear the truth. Pa! But all I succeeded in doing was frightening a small boy clear out of his wits. Dixie went ballistic. Decided that I had committed a capital crime and she was going to take Junior right back to Pigeon Hollow.
I can't say I blame her.
Dixie thinks I'm using her illness to get closer to the boy. She thinks that all my attempts to help her medically, I have the best people from Johns Hopkins ready, waiting for my phone call. And yet in her mind, it's all an attempt to gain leverage. How could she? Of course I want her to get better. And I told the boy the truth because I wanted to prevent him suffering what I suffered. My mother died when I was very young. And I didn't see it coming. I had no idea she was sick. I never got a chance to say goodbye.
I know about your mother dying when you were a child, Adam. Stuart told me. in one of his many attempts to humanize you to me.
He had no right to tell you that. That was one of the most private, painful moments of my life.
Well, maybe that's how Dixie feels when you did what you did to Junior.
I try to help people. I really do. But I just don't know how. I don't understand what makes ordinary people do what they do.
Adam, don't beat yourself up so much. Dixie's been self-righteous in her time.
Yeah, well, this time she wasn't entirely wrong. There was a bit of self-interest in what I did. Even when I was comforting Junior, I was thinking, well, her illness might drive him closer to me. And in trying to get her medical help, of course, I would do anything. I would pay anything to get her well, and not just for her sake, for Junior's sake. But all the while, I was thinking, maybe I can use this as leverage over her somehow. I try to keep myself on a very high level. I try to help people, but there is always a core, just a tiny core of selfishness in there. And that's why it always blows up in my face. Like trying to help Haley and Mateo. There's an unmitigated disaster for you.
Oh, come on. What did you do?
You told me not to do it. I promised I wasn't going to do it. Now Dixie's using it to blackmail.
Adam, what did you do?
I paid off a judge. No, what I did is I called in a few favors. But I am the reason that Haley and Mateo have sole custody of his little boy.
Where will you be moving?
We don't know yet. Not far, though. Okay? And we want to make sure that Max has easy access both to you and to us.
Well,
And believe me, you don't have to move back to the Pine Cone. We'll help you find another apartment. And, you know, I told you I was willing to pay for alimony and child support, anything you need.
yes, Mateo, I know that you're willing to pay money.
And, you know, this decision just happened because, well, a number of reasons. And we thought that you should know right away so that you could help Max adjust to a new living arrangement as soon as possible. And if we retain sole custody until the divorce is final, we will be taking Max with us. And if not, I don't want him to think that I'm abandoning him, and I want him to know that he's welcome to stay at our house and to stay over as much as you want.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for letting me know. I guess I have to get used to this before Max does. I don't know what to say. I've never had to deal with losing Max to you. Because, well, we've all been here together, and if you move, I don't know if I'm going to be comfortable with the fact that...
With Max being alone with me?
Frankly, yes. The thought of that keeps me awake at night.
Why are you dressed like a nurse?
Isn't water just a perfect thing when you're thirsty?
Well, am I in a hospital?
Don't strain yourself with all these questions, darling. You need to rest.
Well, how come I can't remember anything? I get these flashes, but I can't piece them together. Help me, baby.
That's what I'm doing. See, I'm helping you.
Jillian, what happened to me?
Merry Christmas, darling. I'm sorry I excited you. I know you need to rest.
No,
I bought you a Christmas present. Well, a picture of it.
A train.
Once we get to Europe, I'm gonna buy us Eurail passes and we're gonna travel the entire continent by train. Wouldn't that be just so romantic? And just wait till I show you the chalet we once owned. It was sold on auction. It was bought by the Getchys. Sylvia Getchys and I were deadly rivals at boarding school. I never knew why. I mean, I was a little attractive and she had these very ugly bug's teeth.
Teeth like a bug.
Yeah, like Bugs Bunny look.
Oh. Buck teeth. Buck, baby. Yeah.
See, I think she got her father to buy the chalet just to torment me. But you know what? She's gonna turn 7 shades of green when I show her my beautiful husband. Oh, Ryan. It's okay being penniless as long as you have a husband who loves you and you love him.
Excuse me? How long are you gonna be in here?
This patient is very sick and I'm still busy.
Jillian, why is there a cop at the door?
Maybe it's the term recovering alcoholic that you're uncomfortable with, and maybe you don't really understand what that means. It means that I don't drink anymore, and I attend regular meetings, and I stay on the wagon, and I would never do anything ever to jeopardize the safety of that little boy. I am so fond of him.
So I guess the plan is still to take my son away from me. As much as you try to assure me that it isn't what you have in mind, it is.
No, it's not, Raquel. It's not what we have in mind. Believe me, we want everyone to come out of this with as few hurt feelings as possible.
Well, it's easy to say, but your actions...
It's easy to do. If you just grant me the divorce, the no-fault divorce, like we've been trying to explain to you from the outset of all this, you and I could come up with a way to share custody of Max, instead of putting everyone through the pain of a custody battle, including your son. Please, will you reconsider it?
Oh, no, I don't want to hear this.
Liza, I need you to hear this. I'm bound to you by a vow of honesty. Remember? Owen Charles is one of the judges that I...
Own?
That I support financially at election... Yes, I own. Or at least rent on occasion.
You took a boy away from the only consistent parent that he knew because you're what? Rich? Powerful?
Because I want my daughter to be happy.
Adam, you do understand the mess that you've made over there, don't you?
Yes, that's what usually happens. I tried to keep myself... That's why I came to you that night, remember? I just couldn't stay out of it.
Is that the reason why you're telling me all this? Because somebody's going to tell me if you don't?
No. I'm telling you because I am embroiled in so many schemes, all with the greatest of intentions, of course. I can't keep track of them. I can see why somebody would have trouble believing in me and trusting in me. I'm having trouble myself. I need desperately for you to trust me. That's why I have to tell you about every ill-advised scheme I've ever had.
I appreciate that. I mean, I'm happy that you're being honest with me. I mean, is there something else that you need to tell me? Oh, God. There is, isn't there?
Dad, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want that.
You don't want to be together?
No, I don't want to do this right now. No.
When?
We made a deal. We made a deal, no questions asked.
Yeah, we made a deal, but something happened. It didn't go off like it was supposed to.
It did. It did.
No, it didn't. Look me in the eye and tell me what happened the night you were supposed to meet me on the roof. You've wanted to again and again.
I'm sorry. I have to go back to Junior.
Junior is gonna be just fine. He's safe with Brooke and Jamie. You're not fine. You're not fine, are you, Dixie?
I don't know what you're talking about. What's that for?
Set the alarm. It's time for your medication. So, why don't you tell me which one it is? All My Children will be back in a moment here on ABC.
Videotape.
I saw it.
Don't worry about this, okay? Please don't worry about this. I'm fine, okay? I don't want you to worry.
You're sick. That's why you didn't meet me on that roof. Something happened and you ended up in the ICU at the West Side Hospital.
Did Opal tell you?
Adrian told me.
Well, they shouldn't have told you. Because I don't want you worrying, okay? I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine, all right? I was sick, but I'm okay.
Those aren't vitamins. And on that tape, you were telling Junior goodbye.
I shouldn't have made that tape. It was a stupid overreaction. I got Junior all upset. I got Adam all angry, and now you're all worried and you feel sorry for me, and you want to make all my fantasies come true.
Dixie, tell me the truth. Right now, it's what you want to do. More than that, it's what you need to do. Once and for all. Please.
I'm tired.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I swear to God, honey, I'll do whatever I have to, but you're not gonna die.
What other awful things do you have to tell me that you've done?
All right. Here it is. Everything I've said tonight is the truth. Everything is exactly how I feel. I've been milling it all over ever since Dixie told me that I wasn't fit or couldn't be trusted with my own son. And yet, when you walked in the room, I used those real feelings and that need to confess to elicit sympathy from you. So it's true. It's true. I can't be trusted. Everything I do has some sort of self-interest attached to it. Everything. Boy, I can't get more honest than that, huh?
So this is you being honest now. You're not doing this for effect.
I don't know. I use everyone. I use myself. It's a disease. I'm hopeless.
Adam, darling, do you honestly think that this is a surprise to me? I mean, you may do the most despicable things, but you always put on a good show.
You know me better than any other human being on the face of the earth. You know when I'm going to do something wrong before I know. I can't use any of my bag of tricks with you.
I think you need a nun with a really long ruler.
No, I need you. I need you to be my heart and my conscience. I need you to give me a new start. Let me start a new life with you and with your baby. And I promise I will try not to interfere with your child the way I have with my children.
This child wouldn't be your flesh and blood.
Oh, I love this child as if it were my own. If you would dare let me.
She.
What?
It's not an it. It's a she.
Yeah, of course, she. Yes. Liza, will you try to trust a very imperfect person who can only promise to try to be better?
Why is a cop at the door?
Oh, don't worry about the policeman. You know, I think I saw on television about babies being snatched from the hospital. That's probably why. What do you want to do now? I know, we can sing Christmas carols.
No, I'm a little tired, but...
What's wrong?
Oh, cold. I just had this flash of being very cold. I'm freezing.
No, don't be cold. I'll keep you warm. I'll keep you warm forever and always. Always.
I won't be railroaded into this.
I'm not trying to railroad you, okay? It's up to you.
I can't, not now.
Fine. Then I don't know what to say. At least you know how I feel. I'm ready for bed.
You go ahead. I'd like to speak with Raquel alone for a minute.
Come to bed, please.
I will, in a minute.
You promise?
I promise. You can go ahead and use my past against me. I'm a big girl. I just want you to know that if you think it's going to change anything, you're fooling yourself. Because regardless of the outcome of the custody hearing, Mateo and I are moving out, with Max or without him. So the days of us all living together under one roof are drawing to an end. You didn't think this could go on like this forever, did you?
Look, I don't enjoy this arrangement any more than you do.
Well, then if that's true, then you'll finally do the right thing.
I've been trying to do the
Said what I
right.
have to say. Now it's up to you.
You know, I'd rather have you walk through those doors than anyone else in the whole universe. Thank you so much for putting up with all this stuff.
Well, I have to put up with this stuff. I love you.
I know that, which makes me love you all the more. And I'm gonna spend the rest of my life making it up to you.
And what's your funny face doing out of bed, huh?
I couldn't sleep. Too many people talking.
Oh, come here. Okay. You know what? Everyone's gonna be real quiet so Max can sleep now. Okay? And I'll tuck you back in, and I'll stay with you for just a little bit.
I want to sleep with Mommy and Daddy like the other night.
I know, mi cielo. Me too, but we can't.
Why not?
Well, because, well, Daddy has his own bed, and Mommy has her own bed, and... But I don't know. Maybe Daddy would think it's a good idea if you'd ask him.
Yeah?
Yeah. Why don't you go upstairs and ask Daddy if you could sleep in the same bed with your Mommy and Daddy like you did the other night?
Yeah!
Got it? Honey, why did you think you could handle this all by yourself?
Do you remember the last time we were in a hotel room and we talked about all the pain that we caused each other in the past?
Yeah.
And how if we were gonna have a future together, that it would be forever. Well, I found out that I couldn't give you forever. And I just didn't want to hurt you.
And that's why you didn't make it to the rendezvous.
Absolutely. Dad, I mean, nothing else would have been able to stop me. I love you more than anything on this earth. You know? So I decided, like, if a miracle happened, you know, and I got better, then, you know, I'd run back to you so fast to make your head spin, and I'd never let you go.
Honey, you won't need a miracle because nothing is going to happen to you. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure you're all right.
Ted, this isn't something that you can do something about. You know, it's not like cooking up evidence for Brooke's trial.
I know. But I'm serious. I'm going to find out everything I can about this thing, and you and I are going to fight it together. What's your doctor say?
Well, he says I could recover.
Well, then I love your doctor.
Yeah, well, he loves you too.
David Hayward. Terrific. Well, he is supposed to be one of the best.
Yeah, he's made it a point of honor to save me. He says he's never lost a patient.
Well, maybe when he sold his soul to the devil, that was part of the bargain.
Yeah, he's kind of a jerk. But, he also says that, if this condition worsens, then, my heart,
Could what?
It could just stop. You know, at any time.
Well, look at it this way. Now you got two hearts beating for you. Yours and mine.
Dad, if it happens, you're
If it
gonna
happens-
be so hurt.
If it happens, then we'll be happy that we will have had this time. And it's gonna be as long or as little as it's gonna be. And we'll be grateful for every single minute that we get a chance to love one another. We can draw strength from that, Dix. We'll pray, we'll cry, and we'll laugh. We'll laugh a lot. I'll see to that.
You're such a maroon.
Wait, I couldn't breathe. I was underwater in the ice.
I don't.
Wait, what happened to me? It's not Christmas. We had that already. Jillian, just tell me what happened.
Okay. You're gonna find out anyway sometime. But before I tell you, I just want you to know that I love you very much, and I always will, no matter what.
Well, I don't understand. You're scaring me.
We were hiding in the ice shack, getting ready to leave the country, and then you jumped in the ice hole to hide from the police, and then you caught pneumonia, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, I was so cold, and I heard the cops coming, and the dogs. And there was nowhere else for me to go. And you weren't there. You had gone to get the money. And you said you were going to Wildwind. That Edmund had the money in the safe. But really, you went to see your lover, David Hayward. That's what I couldn't remember.
Escape to romance.
You and me, baby.
Just when you least expect it.
You never know who'll wind up with whom.
Romance could come knocking on your door.
I like having her around. She makes me feel good.
You hitting on me, Blondie?
Does it look like I am?
Never say never.
Escape to One Life to Live, ABC Daytime.
You slept with David Hayward to get my bail money after you told me you broke it off with him, and then you offered to sleep with him again to get our money for the escape.
Ryan, please don't. I did it for us so that we could get away.
Just get out of here and just leave me alone.
No, I'll never do that. You know I'll always listen to you and do what you tell me to do, but I'm not gonna do this. I'm not leaving you. I'm staying here with you.
I wish I had known you were going to be so honest with me. Had some sort of warning, I would have had more protein for breakfast so I didn't feel so overwhelmed.
Do you believe me?
Yes, I believe you. I believe it makes you just sick to interfere in your children's lives. And I believe that you wish you could change. But you're never going to change. You like interfering in your children's lives. And anybody who ever becomes involved with you should know that.
Well, you know me better than anyone. So, you must be right. I try to keep this in mind. When I interfere, when I screw up, it's because I love my children. I mean, if that's a fault, then it's not a dreadful one. You know, don't you agree? When your child comes, maybe you'll see me differently. Maybe you'll understand me a little better once your little girl is here. And I want you to think about that when you think about my proposal.
Hey, Max. What are you doing up this time of night?
I couldn't sleep. I tried hard, but I just couldn't.
Okay, it's all right. We'll try again. All right, come on. I'll take him to bed.
Can we do what we did the last time when Haley wasn't here? I want to sleep in the same bed with my mommy and daddy.
Oh, baby, what about Jamie and Junior? You know, we can't create a situation for them that isn't gonna last.
No, who are you kidding? They want this more than we do.
Oh, Tad, it's not fair.
No. That's it. It's the end of the conversation. We're going to be together for as long as we have.
Tad.
There's nothing more to say, except for one word. Yes. The next word that comes out of your mouth will be yes. When I ask you a question, you will say yes. That's all you have to say. That's all you can say. Okay?
Yes.
No, that's not the question. No, the question you're supposed to say yes to, the question that requires the answer yes from you is, will you marry me?
Stay tuned for scenes from the next All My Children.
On the next All My Children.
Nurse, how's the patient doing?
Couldn't sleep, huh? Maybe it's your conscience.
I love you.
Be my once and future bride.
Tomorrow on Good Morning America, sticking with you through thick and thin, GMA's new diet program kicks off, plus a week-long guide to planning the perfect wedding. That's tomorrow on Good Morning America.